Welcome back to Cord Cutting Today, where we break down everything happening in the world of cord cutting and give you my opinion on them, including today, Paul Harvey's family is suing Paramount over the use of Paul Harvey in one of their TV shows. We'll tell you what's happening and let you know the little backstory there. Comcast has a new way they hope to keep customers in the growing world of cord cutting. We'll tell you about the improvements to its wireless plans to help make you want to also get its internet and television. And Verizon is going to start using more AI-powered customer service agents. These stories and a whole lot more coming up in a quick minute. If you like what we do here, you can always find a link to every story we talk about in the show notes and in the first pinned comment. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that thumbs up. Doing one or both lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here, so they recommend our videos to more people. With that said, let's dive into it. Paul Harvey's family that oversees his estate is notoriously extremely aggressive in protecting Paul Harvey's image and usage in it. They are suing Paramount Global over a 90-second excerpt of Paul Harvey's iconic Rest of the Story segments in the Paramount Plus series Landman. Now, they argue this was used without permission. They attempted to contact Paramount about it, and they did not hear back. And now they say they're basically left with no choice. There's also some argument, I don't know if I read this correctly, that it was his monologue titled Gas Crisis, which was featured at the start of the 10th episode of Landman, which is built on the Yellowstone kind of universe that they're building with this. I believe they argued that it was also slightly altered to make it sound like he was saying things he wasn't. I can't remember if that was this one. They've gone after several people on other ones. I can't remember exactly. I couldn't find that in my notes real quick. But we've seen it several times recently over the years that Paul Harvey's family has gone after different companies and or individuals using his image. Doesn't mean they don't allow it at all. We've seen several commercials, for example, about using Paul Harvey's famous speeches. Now, I actually wish they were a little bit looser here. You know, I've long said I would love to buy a CD or an Audible, for example, audiobook of a bunch of his old Rest of the Story segments, if they would ever put out any high-quality versions of those. But they've never quite done that publicly. I think when we were in the Toy Museum in Branson, Missouri, they did have some CDs sold there with Paul Harvey stuff, apparently from the Paul Harvey family. But that's about all I've ever seen. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Paramount could, in theory, since it's a streaming, just go back and edit that out. But so far, they haven't responded. It's kind of one of those things. Where did that contact end up? Who did they get a hold of? Did they even talk to the right people on it? But for now, Paul Harvey's family is suing Paramount. We'll watch that closely. All right, Comcast, along with other companies like Spectrum, have not only been losing TV customers, they've also been losing home internet customers. With that, they have now really started to lean into their 5G wireless service for phone, text messages, email, data, and all that fun stuff of a mobile plan. You can even get a free year of mobile plans depending on what speed internet you have now. Now, with this, though, it's always been on a slightly deprioritized layer there. I believe they run on the Verizon network, and that meant you always got a little bit slower speeds than if you went truly to Verizon. Now, with this, starting in July, Comcast has announced that they have struck a deal for Xfinity Mobile to offer faster service with this and prioritize data at no extra cost. All Xfinity wireless plan customers will be contacted starting early in July and notified when they can upgrade their plan, or I should say just restart their device and take advantage of this. And then for the first 20 gigs, you get prioritized data and you get faster speeds, which should help with this. Now, there is a catch here. You will need to restart your phone or go into airplane mode and reconnect. You basically need to re-establish a connection with the cell phone tower to be switched over to this new prioritized data. Now, with that, a few things here is the first 20 gigs, which for mobile data, you'd be amazed, that's a lot. Very few people use a lot of data on mobile. And they do increasingly push people to use Wi-Fi hotspot data with that, so check that out. But Comcast, it's one of the big problems with these resellers is often the data is deprioritized, meaning you don't get the full speed as if you went directly to T-Mobile, Verizon, or AT&T, depending on what network your reseller is using. Nice move there, but like I said, wireless is one of the few areas Comcast has been seeing growth as TV and internet home subs have been decreasing at an alarming rate recently for them. But wireless subscribers has been continuing to grow, and they seem to be leaning into that with this change. All right, Verizon, our next story, is launching new AI-powered customer service agents. Verizon's going to be aggressively marketing this. They've put out some press release. 24 hours customer service. Well, that's now be using Google's Cloud AI, including Google's Gemini models, to respond to customer issues through the Verizon app, text messages, or callbacks. The company will offer 24/7 live support, expanding the current customer support hours with a new 24-hour chat also. Be interested to see how this plays out. Verizon's not the only one using AI to try to address many issues. Let's be honest, a lot of customer service phone calls don't need to talk to a human, but there are many that do. See how difficult it will be at times to get to a human when you do need one. It'll be interesting. But Verizon's really leaning into AI. We talked about Amazon recently. Their CEO said that they probably will be able to cut back on the number of employees they have because they'll be able to use AI to offset that. Now we see Verizon doing this. I expect others will be doing it soon. All right, Philo is getting some new channels, including the Home Shopping Network and QVC are now coming to Philo, both for the Philo's free ad-supported service that anybody can get, and their paid customers will now be able to watch and do their shopping through the Philo app. Check that out. Also, today in TV history, all right, ready for this one? 44 years ago this week, the original Charlie's Angels television show came to an end. On June 24th, 1981 on ABC, the Charlie's Angels TV show came to an end. Originally launched in September 22nd, 1976, the show became a wildly popular franchise, still to this day with a loyal following. It's had several attempts to reboot it, have never quite been successful, but Charlie's Angels, now 44 years old today. Leave me a comment. Any Charlie's Angels fans here? Let me know. What do you think of some of the reboots? Any of them you enjoy or watch? Let me know. All right, Disney Plus is getting more sports. We talked about this for a while. They announced it, and now the first of its new programs here. Disney Plus will be getting an exclusive ESPN show called Vibe Check. This will be an all-female panel sports show, and it'll be exclusive to Disney Plus on there. It will air several times a week. Through it, the show will premiere on June 30th, and it's an expansion of the ESPN platform into Disney Plus, allowing Disney Plus subscribers to get access to ESPN content. Now, they have promised other stuff like a Sports Center exclusive for Disney Plus. We've talked about this a lot. You know, if you're only a football fan the rest of the year, maybe if you just got access to Sports Center through Disney Plus, maybe all you need. We'll see how that plays out. But Disney Plus is getting its first exclusive show. I would expect to see, or exclusive ESPN show, I should say. But I expect to see more and more of this come in the years to come as Disney tries to bring sports to Disney Plus and Hulu as it tries to get and keep subscribers. The number one thing people pay for on live TV is sports. But let's be honest, a lot of people they're not sports fans of everything. They may be an NBA fan and a little bit of football. You know, usually I find most people are one or two major sports they follow. And beyond that, they just kind of keep a light following of other things. Some people are mostly in MLB fans, and other people are football fans, etc. So this may be a good way to keep some people subscribed to Disney Plus, as maybe they rotate out YouTube TV or Hulu Plus Live or Fubo for the off season when not having the sports they want. And lastly, Amazon is expanding its same-day delivery for its Prime customers. So if you're an Amazon Prime subscriber to get the video and television shows, they're bringing same-day delivery to 4,000 smaller cities, towns, and rural communities. Now, I've had it for a while. It's actually quite impressive how many items they can deliver the same day. Or I buy it, at 6 p.m. and by the time I wake up, it's sitting on my porch in front of my house with me. With that. Now, there is a minimum $25 order with this, or you pay an additional $2.99 fee if you're an Amazon Prime subscriber with that. And you can always still get the next day or 2-day delivery or Prime Day delivery with it. But Amazon is expanding into rural America and spending a lot of money to build out its infrastructure to make this possible. But they hope to deliver these products to millions of rural Americans here soon, making it easier for them to order and get the products the same day they need it. Well, that's it for today. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Until then, take care, be safe. I'll talk to you all again real soon.